My name is Theresa, and Anita is my best friend. We have been besties since our undergraduate days. As fate would have it, we both married two best friends, Nelson and Andrew, who are practically twins, except by blood. They are always together as they jointly run a successful business organization. Their friendship brought everybody in their respective families under one umbrella, with Anita and I not being left out. I am saddled with the responsibility of caring for a child that isn't mine. It actually happens because my best friend didn't conceive in the first 5 years of her marriage. Andrew got another woman pregnant at the waiting time. I was summoned to a meeting where I was handed a year-old baby to look after as my own and was gravely warned not to reveal the child's father to Anita, else my marriage would be at stake. I succumbed to that decision not because I couldn't argue with him, but also because my husband was equally in agreement. I informed Anita that the boy belongs to a cousin of mine, and she believed, since she doesn't know everyone from my extended family circle. Surprisingly, she took in the following month I brought the baby into my home.
Me, this cause of celebration. Come here. Yes, let's not continue discussion. You go to.
Women are children.
15 years later, Anita is now a happy mother of 2 children, Kate and John. Nelson and Andrew humbly explained to the now 16-year-old Raymond who his biological father is. His father pleaded with him to be patient, that at the right time he would come home.
He's not really your uncle.
What?
He's your father.
Dad, my uncle is my father.
The boy Raymond reasoned with his father.
Your real father. I give birth to you.
Those in the know about the secret arrangement feels the time has come for Anita to be informed about the true identity of the boy's father.
You know he's a big boy now. And he wants to stay with me. And I think he will understand.
I think you're right. I think so.
Yeah, you're right. But how do you intend to do this? Because now I'm concerned. This whole thing is long overdue.
I know. And that is why your husband here, our mothers, and I myself, we have reasoned it together. We have discussed it extensively. And we have come to the conclusion that you are the best person.
Me?
Yes.
Honey, yes, you.
Both of you must be jokers.
This is not a joke.
I have done enough by taking care of that child for these years. I kept this secret from my friends for this long, and you want me to go and take the brunt of this betrayal. I'm sorry to disappoint both of you. I can't.
You know, I am the one who betrayed her the most. And even me myself, I don't even know what to do either. But we think that you are the best person to reveal everything to Anita. Oh yes.
Andrew, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude to you, but I want you to know that you can do this better than I. So please, she's your wife, isn't she? Call her romantically and disclose to her, please. Count me out of this, both of you. Much as I agree she be told, I don't want to be the one to bear the cat. But the family thinks I'm the best position to tell her the truth. If I do, it will destroy our friendship forever. Won't she feel betrayed by me, that I was part of the plot? She means so much to me that I don't want to be present when the truth is finally made known to her, what do I do?
Hello viewers, you're welcome to Decisions. It's another exciting time. Please don't go nowhere. We have a very important topic before us, concealed. You want to know what it's about? Sit back and you'll get to know what it's about. Okay, I'm Abigail Anita, and today with me in the studio is, on my close left, is Dr. Pastor Alexandra Igo. He's the head administrator Beulah International Christian Center, where is also human resource consultant. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, on my far left is Deaconess Grace Noro, a teacher, also CEO, Geo Ovens Convectionary. If you want food, you can call on her. At Japan, Delta State. Ma, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Good day.
Listeners, like I said before, the topic is concealed. You want to know what it's about. Okay, we just seen a short clip, and it revolves around issues that go on in the family. And one of them is infidelity and concealed truth. Ma, I want to ask, would you consider a not told truth a lie?
A non-told truth, a lie.
Yes.
Yes, it's a lie.
Explain.
It's a lie. Because when you know that this thing is red and you keep quiet, you don't say anything about it, it's a lie. You're only allowing the person to see that, allowing the person to assume that it could be red, could be blue. Whatever you see it to be, let it be like that. But you know that this thing is not blue, it's not red. So you're not saying it, you are lying.
So, sir, will you say that Theresa is not a true friend? Will you say that? What's our friendship? What's the validity of our friendship?
Well, I don't think that Theresa is a true friend.
Okay.
Because one of the basis of friendship is truth. Telling your friends the truth, not hiding anything. Be straightforward. So if you say we are friends, I should be able to tell you the truth. So from the clip, Theresa is not a true friend.
What do you think she's considering the marriage? She, the friend is already going through some hurt, not having a child or having children, and then of course the sidelining she feels. Yeah. I think she is actually thinking that adding this one is like adding fuel to fire. What do you think?
Look, the issue is that sometimes we think that we can hide things forever.
Okay.
That's the truth. Yeah. You cannot hide things forever. Sometimes you just have to face reality. For me, telling her friend the truth will be the way out.
Yeah.
You understand? It's as easy as that. Because there is no way you can hide things, especially issues like that.
Yeah.
No matter how you keep it, one way or the other, it will come out.
It will come out.
And yes, just hiding the truth for that moment is like you're trying to solve a present problem to create a bigger one tomorrow.
Okay.
You understand? So that's exactly the case we are in now. She tried to hide the problem because she doesn't want to maybe rock the marriage. But I tell you, the marriage will be rocked. Just imagine 16 years of concealing something. So no matter how it comes at the end of the day, there will be no trust.
Okay.
And if I can just add to that, so if you call somebody your friend, it also depends. It shows how have you been relating with her in her pains.
Yeah.
She's not having a child. How have you shown concern? You now have children. She doesn't have. Did you show her that it is going to be okay? Have you held hand with her to make her know that you will have a child? If you've been doing all of that, then it will be easier for you to talk to her and tell her that, see, this thing, she will listen to you. But if you have just stayed away, let me not hurt her. Let me just stay away. Then if you want to come out at that point, she won't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to also identify with people in their pains.
Okay.
If you identify with them in their pains, it's easier for them to listen to you.
You know what? Even at the end, Anita may even look at it as mockery. You understand? I don't have. you kept this baby,
Yeah.
you know, this and this.
Yes.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of things will go through her mind.
Okay.
This, my friend, you look at it that this lady was actually mocking in this period.
Yes.
Okay. But I also think that let me just drop that question for time. Okay, Ma, I want to talk on this. I think sometimes the women in question, they feel that it's because of their inadequacy. If, for instance, a lot of them die in silence. Now we watch the clip, so we see what happened. But we have homes where the woman is just dying in silence because she thinks she's being responsible for something she has nothing to do about. So what do you say to such women? Because they don't have children yet, and then the man is out there. What do you tell them? How can they be strong?
Yes, a lot of people are actually out there suffering. But I want to encourage women to see themselves as God's wonderful creatures.
Yeah.
And every woman is capable of having a child. Scripturally, yes. Medically today, it's almost impossible for any woman not to have a child. And it may not be just having children. You know, there are some that, okay, you don't have a job, or maybe your business is not doing too well, and it's like you're fully dependent on the husband, and you feel like, oh, I want to be a helpmate. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. Don't give up on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't give up on yourself. Sit up. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself you can make it. Those out there making it, they can. So long as you don't look down on yourself, don't be depressed. Whatever you know how to do, do it very well. Do it very well and take joy in doing it. Smile. Do not feel like, oh, the world has left me behind. No. The world. My mother went to school after having almost, in fact, all of us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before she went back to school, she wanted to fulfill that dream, and she did.
Wow.
So it is never too late. Pick up on yourself. What is it that you like doing best? Keep doing it. Respect your husband for who he is, and then just be yourself. Don't let any man look at you and say, who is that? You are just a woman. You are loaded.
Okay, wow.
Please, can I just ask something?
Okay.
You know, again, to when women find themselves in such situation, they should be what I call an internal support system.
Yeah.
Good friendship.
Yeah.
For example, I know that Deaconess Grace, if I meet her, if I've had an issue, she'll be able to encourage me positively. So you need to put a dividing line. There are some persons that are so acidic. They will even make you to they will make you to start feeling bad every other day. So when you go through such things, just like he said, believe that you have children. But as much as possible, ensure that you stay away from people who are wet blankets. Stay around positive people who can encourage. Even in the church, there are some persons who don't have this understanding. They will say things that will make you to feel bad.
Remember your
Yes.
position.
So you must find a way to make sure that you separate the wheat from the chaff.
Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I want us to still look at the light of infidelity. Some persons will tell you, my husband can do anything, but if I find that he's having an extramarital affair, I'm off the marriage. Even in Christian homes. And to think that Scripture says that divorce is only allowed on the ground of fornication, adultery. What do you say, sir? How do you tell
Such women.
Yes, not just women,
No,
male
women
as
as
well.
Okay.
Yes.
That when you see your husband or your
Extramarital affair does
Yes.
not really lead to divorce. You can handle it.
well, it depends on families, it depends on individuals. You understand? People have their various the way they react to things. You know, there are persons I can tell you in church where there are issues of adultery, but the third party did not know about it. They sort it out among themselves.
Wow.
That is for those persons. You know, there are some others too who extend it to family and whatsoever. But I always feel that if a man opens up to you or a woman opens up to you that I did something like this, the man wants to change. That's my thinking.
Okay.
So, because divorce is not really easy. You think that, yes, you just get divorced.
It's not the
and
way out.
yeah, it's a way
It's not the way
out.
out.
It might not be a way out. You can get married to another man and the man is still in the same
Worse.
issue. Or get married to another woman is still doing the same
It
thing.
takes a part of your life.
So what I believe is that forgiveness should be a part of the family life.
Okay.
Forgive the man, talk over it, try to find out why the man is doing it, and find a way to help him.
Yes, and just to add to that too, that same scripture they quote, Jesus said in the beginning it was not so.
Yeah.
That was not the original plan of
Okay.
God, okay? But because of our attitude, That's why Moses gave that.
Yeah.
Then another thing we must all know, especially for the young ones out there, you must know that you are not perfect.
Yeah.
No person is perfect.
Yeah.
So as you are marrying your spouse, you should prepare yourself that some things could happen.
Yeah.
Even as we try to be positive. So you prepare yourself. I have a friend who says, I forgive my husband in advance.
Wow. Wow.
So that when he comes, I don't get too hot. You understand? So we must know that our spouses are not angels. Angels don't get married. So because they are
They're
human
never-
beings and they also have their flaws,
Yeah.
we should expect. And when, like he has rightly said, if your spouse is bold enough to face you and tell you that, honey, see, I have done this. Nobody's saying it won't hurt.
Yeah.
But you should prayerfully,
Wow.
go through it and
Oh, it's been wonderful here. It's almost hot, but it's not yet hot. Hot ones are coming. Viewers at home, I hope you're enjoying this session. Please don't go anywhere. We're going to short break, and when we'll come back, we'll talk about something very, very sensitive, and that's the role extended family is supposed to play in the nuclear family that is still expecting offspring in their homes. Please stay back. You're welcome back, and this is Decisions. Okay, like I said before we went on a short break, I said, what role should the extended family rather play in the nuclear family that is expecting a child? Because from the clip, I don't think the man just went out. Sometimes this force, this push, this pull comes from in-laws,
Extended.
particularly mother-in-laws. I want grandchildren and all of that. So what role should this extended family play in such sensitive situation? Because I think the woman is already head over heels how to get pregnant. But you see, it's not within our jurisdiction. How can we help them now? What role should they play?
Okay.
So,
First and foremost, I want to advise extended family. Let them leave their sons and their daughters alone. They have their life to live.
okay.
I'm going to give you a practical example from both perspectives. First, the extended family should play an advisory role.
Okay.
They shouldn't be too involved. Then secondly too, the man in question should play the role of a man. Let me give you an example. I got married and we gave birth to our first child at the 4th year.
Okay.
Something happened. My mother came to the house one day and she was just talking to my wife. What's happening now? What's happening? I didn't say anything. So when he left, I went to meet my mother and I told her, I said, if this thing repeats itself again, you will not come to this house. And I meant it. And she apologized. You know, sometimes some men are weak. You need to protect your wife. But the extended family leave the young man and woman to live their life. And the man, be a man. Protect your wife from people. Or else, you know, when the woman is down, the effect comes on you as a man. That's
true.
the truth. So, in summary, the extended family should play just an advisory role. That's the
What would you
very,
say
very
concerning
correct.
this?
Very, very correct. You know,
Yeah.
allow them to be, allow them to find their faith. Just give your advice and wish them well. Pray for them and let them do well. You know, and even sister-in-laws. Some sister-in-laws are terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I just came from our women convention where we had a lawyer talking to us about the woman and child rights, and she said so many things. She said, if you just like he said, it was the mother who came, mother-in-law. What is happening now? Well, it could be sincerely met, you know. Why now? What did they happen? You know, out of clean heart. But if he had not done what he did, you know, she will come in again.
Yeah.
And before you know, there will be pressure on the wife.
So I think it's actually the man that owns this battle.
Yes,
in his
the
hands
man
for this
owns the
change.
battle in the house,
Yeah.
but the extended family, especially the women, mother, sister-in-laws. If you find out from people who have this stress, the pressure comes from mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, not father-in-laws. You know, so let us, the ladies, let's not, like I was saying, the lawyer told us that it is even us women that are wicked to our fellow women. Even for those who are widows, it is the women that will sit them down to shave their hair. It's not the man that comes to shave their hair. You know, she gave a story of a sister-in-law who said, I'm just waiting for Janet. If brother die here, what now we do to her? So you're already wishing your brother to die
Serious.
because you want to deal with your sister-in-law. You know, so sometimes the pressure comes from us, the ladies, who should be the ones to pull this person to ourselves with love and encourage them that it's well. You know, I have had children, you too will have children. You have a womb, you will have children. Don't give up. We have had series of people giving testimonies that the doctor said fallopian tubes are blocked, you don't have a womb, there's so many things. But they come out with you. So key in, you will have your own child. So let's encourage them.
And even scripture says that none shall be barren.
So it's very, very apt. And you know, not only that too, you know, most of these things too happens at the formative stage or preparatory to marriage. But when you see a man who is not independent, it's a sign that you're going to have trouble tomorrow. I want to consult with my auntie. My auntie said no. There was a particular one. You know, they got married and the sister-in-law was determining when they should do the reception.
All right.
He said, if it's not here, I will not come. And I asked her that, is it this person who is sponsoring it?
Even if she's sponsoring it,
for
crying out loud.
I said, this is a bad precedent. If you allow this thing, that means you're giving them the route to do another thing.
Yes.
So when you see these things happening at the preparatory stage, it's a sign that you are going to have a bigger problem.
Yes, nobody is saying that you should bullshit your mother or your auntie or your sister, but you should be able to stand as a man. There are some decisions that you should take and should be between you and your spouse. Not consulting your mother before you take a decision. That's true. It's not right.
That's true. So we've heard it. So if you are out there and you are engaged to a big boy, a big baby like
baby man,
not so independent or not even independent. Scripture says that a man shall leave father and mother. So if you have the one that is still clinging to father and mother, idea, consider your decision. Okay, we're going to the next one right now. I want to ask, this one is very, very sensitive. Yes, we've watched Anita, we've seen her, I will seen Theresa too. If you are the one, if you are the one in that shoes, knock, 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 good morning, ma. This son is your son. What will you do? What will be your response?
Wow. I won't say it's going to be easy, but my kind of person is when I'm angry, I try not to talk.
Okay.
It's going to hurt me, and sincerely speaking, it will take the grace of God for me to trust all of those that were involved. My husband, my in-laws, my friend, who I considered a sister. It's going to take the grace of God to believe anything they will tell me again. But I must also know they are human. I must also know they are human. And that my husband too must have been pressured. You know, you get to say, you are a man, when will you? Like I'm a crusader of get married early.
Okay.
Get married early, because just like we're saying, nobody's praying for it, but you could get married first year, 2 years, 3, 10. Like I said, I came from women's convention and people were giving testimonies of having children after 25 years of marriage.
My aunt is 26.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
26.
So if that person got married at 26 and I have a child after 26, that's 52 years already. You won't be able to do some of the horse play with the children. So I'm a crusader of get married early. But if you get married and children are not coming, fine, be patient. If there is someone knocks on my door and say, well, while you were waiting, your husband went outside and he did this. I won't say I won't be hurt, but I may not say anything at that moment. I will cry, I will weep, but I will trust God for strength.
So if you were Anita, you'd have loved that Theresa tells you the truth.
Yes, from the onset. Even my husband should have told me when he discovered that the girl was pregnant.
Okay. So what about you? What would you do in such a situation?
I think I would tell her line. You know, like I said, people have various ways they react to things. It will be hurting, it will be painful. But certainly I'm not going to throw the child away, I'm not going to throw my wife away. But the bottom line is that it will be difficult for me to trust. That's the issue. So the solution to it is that initially they would have opened up, there and got it done. But after 16 years, I will accept whatever has happened, but it will be difficult for me to trust.
Okay, so what I got from what both of you said is, at such sensitive time, pause. Even scripture said that be quick to hear and slow to speak. So your response should be slow. Okay, we're rounding off now for time. Research has shown that spouses that go through infidelity, jilting, cheating, and all that exhibit symptoms of post-traumatic stress syndrome. Okay, so what's your word to them? What's your advice to them, Ma?
Well, my advice to them, like I said earlier, what do you love doing?
Okay.
What do you love
Find a
doing?
passion.
Get into, yes.
Yeah.
When I got married initially, I was working somewhere, but because of the situation of the place, I didn't quite like what they were doing because my faith was being affected.
Okay.
I resigned. I resigned and came home. My husband's money was not much, you know. But I love baking.
Okay.
Gives me joy. I could do it almost for free. I just want to see myself baking. You know, when I was to bake my wedding cake, my husband said, no, you can't bake it now with all the activities. I said, let me be. I will bake it. And I did, and it gave me joy.
Wow.
So what do you like doing? Be involved in it. Keep doing it. Get yourself busy. If it means going back to school, go back to school. Get yourself, if you are busy, you won't have time to sit down and start doing this.
Okay.
Busy in the house of God. Get yourself, if you don't have a job, learn something. I have a friend now who is not married. She's a graduate. She went for NCE. She's a graduate. You know, she's not married. And she's not, every time she said, I just have to do something. She went to computer school for like a year, 6 months. She came out. Presently, she's learning how to sew, fashion design. She just doesn't want to be idle. She's a teacher.
Okay, so
You know?
from what you said, it's for them to get healed, for such to get healed, is to find what you enjoy doing and throw yourself into it.
And also stay away from those who will always remind you that you don't have a child yet. Yes, stay away from
So what's
them.
your own final word to say?
Doing something meaningful
Okay.
and facing the reality early. The truth is that there are some things that are outside our control.
Okay.
You know, I used to tell people that I say happiness is a choice. You need to tell yourself that I've got to be happy. I've done all the best I could, but things are like this. Because if anything happens to you, life goes on. But you need to face the reality that this is what is really happening. But I have a life to live.
Wow.
You know. So in addition to what she has said, find something meaningful to be doing. Get yourself around good company who can encourage you. And before you know it, that miracle you're looking for, you get it.
You get it. Okay, so that's it. You heard it all. The one that got me right now is that happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. So create the happiness. Do not allow it to come from external. Create it within yourself and let it spread to others.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Decisions, like you know, and you've heard it. It has been a wonderful time talking with you, sir. Thank you, Ma. You're welcome. Okay, and viewers at home, about leaving, we have to go. What has an ending must have an end. Okay, beginning rather must have an end. Okay, you can follow us on our social media platform showing on the screen. And please, we'll need your comments, we'll need your questions, and you can also reach them. Their contact will be displayed there. You can reach them. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. We're here because we know you're there. It's been a pleasure being here. Thank you very much. Bye. See you some other time.
I don't know what it is that brought you here today.